Yes, there you go, Tex. He's
He's
back.
back.
He's back.
Here we go.
He's back. Looks like he's out there in the woods because all you can see is those big old 2x4s. Looks
He's
like
in the
you're down in
blind.
Some sort
I'm
of
in the blind,
bunker,
dude.
some sort of bunker down there.
Hunting season. I'm in the blind.
165. Oh no, he
Oh,
froze
no.
mid-screen. Mid-screen. No, he's frozen.
Normally when he freezes,
He's
it's
frozen.
a cool little
no.
screenshot. This
Oh
time.
no. Oh no. Oh no. He's gone. He's gone. Oh no. Texas Burner's already here.
Yes.
Yes, dude.
And the
Texas
Bills are
Burner.
not frauds.
Oh my gosh. It's
About to find out.
episode 150 or 150, 165. 165.
You didn't update it, dude.
It is September 11th. Can we go ahead and just say, shout out all the first responders.
Shout out.
And to everybody that was affected by that. I think we all were, but there were some more than others. So shout out.
I don't know if that person still does it, but shout out to that dude that I'm assuming he was a firefighter, used to dress in all of his stuff and walk the flight of stairs at his local gym. Shout out that guy.
Yeah, shout out.
Never forget, dude. Never forget.
Never forget. I remember exactly where I was. I think we all do. So
it's crazy that my wife teaches kids that weren't even born when that happened.
It's so wild.
Like they don't have any idea.
That's so wild. Somebody I work with was like, "Yeah, I was in kindergarten." I'm like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
So, but America, dude. That's all you can say about that. Shout out to the first responders.
Has there been another time in our lifetime that has brought the country together like that day?
I remember watching, what was it, the baseball game where George W. threw out the first pitch?
Yes, World Series.
Oh.
That was ESPN did a really good documentary on that.
Jeez, man. That was back when ESPN was ESPN. So, but yeah, okay. It's National Ants on a Log Day. Quick fact. 32% of party goers admitted that the best snack in a party is the humble tortilla chip. Is that not a shocker?
Not really.
Not really. I don't know. I feel like it'd be like chips and dip. There were some pretty cool facts on there. So,
what is a humble tortilla chip?
I don't know. It just said is the humble. It means like the humble tortilla chip. Tex, you missed it. Your burner's already in here.
Is it?
So,
okay.
Yep. Texas burner. Every time the boys win a championship. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guess who else is here? Also Cowboys fan. Patriot is here.
That makes sense.
And your boy, hey, we're going to cook him up. We're going to cook him up today. We're going to combine. We're going to Captain Planet this thing. Captain Planet this thing.
The Buku Tex J-Vi AK Parlay.
Let's go, baby. Okay. I just want to start. That's what they call it. I just want to start. I had a vision. I was driving.
Wait, let's talk about this tortilla chip. This has got me. Is it the most versatile party snack? You can use it on the most things.
Ritz cracker. Ritz cracker's pretty versatile. I mean,
Frito.
Toasted bread. No, Frito is a tortilla chip, dude.
No, it's not.
Frito's a tortilla chip. You can't tell me. What's the difference?
Well, one is a little swoop and one is a triangle.
No, dude. No,
the flavor of them.
The scoops are basically Fritos.
No, that's different. That's a tortilla scoop.
No. It's a Tostitos chip, though. It's a tortilla chip.
There's only one person that can settle this, and that's Mama K.
Yeah. Yep. See what she has to say about it. Tex, you didn't weigh in on that at all. I'm surprised by that.
I was thinking goldfish.
That's not You're
versatile.
That's not versatile.
I mean, it's
one. I like to put goldfish in my chili.
In your chili?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know. The most versatile What do you put out? Nuts. Nuts are pretty versatile.
Yeah, nuts. I would say Fritos.
That's what I said.
That's what he just said. I'm going with the cracker. I think the cracker's versatile.
See, Patriot.
Oh,
You don't make
Roasted
nachos.
Patriot.
You don't make nachos with Fritos. When have you ever made nachos with Fritos? Never.
Well,
But you
Bills
could.
fans, they just do wings. That's all they do.
Walking tacos.
Wings might be the most versatile. The amount of sauces you can put on.
A good
Dry
naked
sauce,
wing.
dry rub, baked, fried.
Don't smoke them.
Boneless.
Don't smoke your wings. They suck. I don't care who you are. Don't
Wood
smoke
grill.
your chicken wings.
Yeah, but wings might be the only thing that you can grill on aluminum foil, and it makes sense.
Shout out Kirk Cousins. Shout out Kirk Cousins.
Hey, shout out AK. Belated birthday yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Grilled some steaks on aluminum foil.
I did not grill my steaks on aluminum foil. There's picture confirmation to negate those accusations.
But you sent a picture, and then you put aluminum foil right after you took that picture.
No, I didn't. No, there's not aluminum foil within a good 30-foot radius of my grill.
But the picture you sent, the steaks were well overcooked.
Yeah,
according
they
to
were
the
burnt. They
CEO's
were burnt.
stats.
They were burnt.
He was yelling at
they
me.
were burnt up.
He was yelling at me. We got a new car for my birthday. My wife got a new car. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you. Your wife got a new car.
She was at the dealership. She was like, "Do you care?" I was like, "I don't care." I was like, "It's got to be done." So, but shout out to her.
Did she get a Nissan Altima?
No, she did get a Nissan though. Her and who's that pass rusher? Who's the NFL player? I said he still drives like his 2000 something Nissan 350. Anyways, okay, I had a vision, boys. I had a vision. I was driving home today, and I got really excited because I was like, man, in about 4 months, I can see it now. I'm going to be sitting in my house alone when everybody's asleep, watching the NFC Championship game and watching the 49ers go to the Super Bowl again. So I had that vision and I got really happy. I was like, man, you know what I loved was sitting there watching them block the punt against Green Bay. I love watching them come back against Detroit. And then I got all butterflies in my stomach. I was like, we're going to do it again.
There's only one problem with that.
What?
They are not purple or green. And they don't have a color that makes one of those colors.
I would argue if you made blue and red, that would probably make purple.
The Niners are not blue.
They're red, though. I don't know if you know
that. But the Bills are blue and red, so you mix those to make purple. The Niners can't mix red and tan to make purple or green.
I would argue that you could say that the Cowboys is in there because what does blue and gray make?
Light blue.
shiny steel.
So another type of gray.
And the logo is wrapped as always. Shiny steel.
No. Yeah. There's no chance. The Cowboys suck. Okay. All right. Here we go. I have a surprise for everybody. Surprise shamble meter. Oh, you thought we weren't going to get through the first part of the show without me bragging about the Niners? You are one sad bunch of suckers because you know for a fact that I was not going to come on here and talk about tortilla chips without me having about a 5-minute rant about the absolute shellacking the 49ers put on the favorite.
Know the Niners didn't win that game. The Jets lost it, so the Niners in my book are still 0-1.
No, the Niners just
didn't win that game.
Whopped,
but they didn't win the game.
AFC East favorites after Javi sat up here. And
I didn't call them the AFC favorites.
Nobody here said they were.
No, the Bills are gonna. I told you the Bills are gonna win the AFC East.
No, they were the betting favorites. That's what the number said.
But I didn't say they were the favorites. You just put words in my mouth.
You sat up here and said that the AFC East was the toughest division, and the Niners are going to run through that thing like goose poop through a tin horn. So just buckle up. The number one on the shambles meter, impromptu. You four for sitting up here trying to say that the Niners are not any good and they're in shambles and that they stink and they can't play without McCaffrey. We don't need him. We don't need him. Jordan Mason sent out a tweet, said everybody sit back and watch this.
Back.
But technically, the Niners are in shambles for lying. Now they're being investigated for lying about when CMC was out. Because Jordan Mason said he knew on Friday that he was going to start. So that means the Niners lied on their injury report. So therefore, they're being investigated.
Those idiots ruined that guy's career night by what's-her-face asking him that. That was a scumbag move.
He's the one that said it.
That was a scumbag move. The dude's not talk to the... He has never...
to say, I found out right before the game. I gave my mom a big hug. No, he told the truth. He did what he was supposed to do. He told the truth. The Niners were lying.
I'm sorry. He's got integrity. He's got integrity. Shout out Randy Marsh.
The Niners don't because they lied.
Everybody... Okay. All right. Have the Bills been completely transparent about Josh Allen's hand?
Yeah, 1,000%.
Of course, I'm sure they have. But let's not distract the people from the real.
Josh Allen's also playing. He's not a little biggity.
You four, number one on the shambles meter, because I had to listen all off season about how it was cursed, this and that, blah blah blah, and then we come out there and shellac your team.
We didn't say that the Niners weren't going to win a game.
We're talking about week 1.
That's fine. That's fine.
How does it make you feel on Monday Night Football?
You guys going out there?
Purdy only has one touchdown and 6 interceptions.
On Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
He should have had 2. He should have had 2. I'm looking to make sure I didn't put my face up there. I did not. I was just double checking that. If you can't see this, folks, there's a picture of the shambles meter, and first closest to croissant face RG3 are the 4 co-hosts of this show, because they sat here for 6 months and told me that the Niners suck. And the second person on the shambles meter is the NFL. The Niners are back. What?
They ain't played nobody, Paul.
They ain't played nobody.
I ain't played nobody.
Look, Georgia's not beating the Niners. I can tell you that, all you SEC jabronis. And the third on the shambles meter is the NFC as a whole. You watched it. You saw it. The AFC also, because we're going to meet you in the Super Bowl, whoever it is, and you're in shambles. You don't want to see that. Now they're doing it without their best players. Now I have to listen to this whole nonsense. I got to listen to the whole nonsense. They can't win without him.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Pulverize the Jets.
I think the Niners lose if CMC plays that game.
Me too.
Jordan Mason played bully ball.
He's a bowling ball full of butcher knives, baby.
He played bully ball, and the Jets weren't prepared for it. But also, to second my another opinion, the Jets might win that game if Tyrod plays.
That's true.
If Tyrod plays, he went right down the field, and the Niners can't stop a mobile quarterback.
You know, Caleb Williams only had one quarterback he out threw for as far as yards go. It was Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod would have caught him if he'd have played the whole fourth quarter.
Dude, watching Aaron Rodgers run, oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, dude.
He was running in quicksand trying to get out of the pocket that one time.
Jordan Mason, insert meme of tool chest coming down the stairs against Harry and Marv in the stairwell. That was Jordan Mason on Monday night. You all know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You guys think Aaron Rodgers is the only quarterback with a one-strap chin strap?
That brings us to our next breaking news. Third and Schwartz. Aaron Rodgers' helmet looks like the dude from Spaceballs. It's super huge on top. He's got that little chin strap and that little face mask. He looks like the Spaceballs guy.
It's a one-strap chin strap. It's like the only one I've ever seen since
wow.
Mortensen.
Patriot says AK sounds like he's in panic mode.
Dude, the Cowboys fans are insufferable, first of all.
Texas Burner says AK's mental is in shambles.
I don't know who Texas Burner is, but I love him, but I hate his guts or her guts, whoever runs that account. I love you, but I hate you. And Patriot, your time's coming, dude.
Did CMC get Wally pipped? Do you know who Wally Pipp is?
Yes, isn't he the guy who came in and was it baseball?
Yes, he was the guy that was playing for the Yankees and got hurt, and Mickey Mantle came in and played, and then Wally Pipp never played again.
Whoa. See, you two, it doesn't matter.
CMC just got Wally pipped.
Is he a system running back? Is what you're going to ask next.
Yeah,
I already asked it.
Okay, so we had that. And then I did a poll, unbeknownst to you two.
Nope, I voted in it.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see it?
I saw it.
Which one of our teams had the most impressive week one, and the 49ers won by a landslide? Over the Bills, over the Cowboys,
the Jets.
over
They played
the Jets.
It doesn't make any sense.
How does it not make
sense? Bad last year.
The Jets were the favorite to win the AFC East.
You're bragging about beating a JV team as the varsity team.
They were supposed to have a vaunted defense, shredded that, and they will probably.
Everybody knows that Salah's a fake tough guy.
You won't say that to his face.
Well,
he runs stadiums before the game. He runs stadiums.
Yeah, hardo.
That's a big kind of. Oh, they're probably not. I know they're filming me like Joe Burrow did.
Exactly.
So, anything else that you guys want to discuss before we get to the headlines?
No, we can go.
All right. I didn't know if you guys had any stories. Any stories from the weekend. But if not, we're going to get right into the headlines. Here we go. Top 5 headlines. Oh, shoot. Look at what I put on here. Number 5, a 7th round. The 49ers offense was led by their 7th round quarterback, their 7th round wide receiver, Juwan Jennings, who led the team in receiving, and an undrafted running back who ran for 147 yards. Okay? So, without all the Avengers, as everybody likes to say, Brock Purdy went up against an elite defense and picked them apart. And if Ayuk could catch, he would have had another dime highlight reel start to the Super Bowl video, 30 for 30.
Dude, did that not look like the biggest mistake paying him? How bad he looked?
Dude, he was so bad. He dropped 2 balls. 2 balls. Trent Williams looks like he's thick too,
dude,
buddy.
He might be the biggest human on earth.
Dude, he looks.
I don't know how somebody that big moves like that.
They got to play into shape. They have to play into shape. So number 5, 7th led by a 7th round quarterback and the 7th round wide receiver, Juwan Jennings. Number 4 was Jordan Mason, absolute stud. That's a headline. Number 3, the time of possession in that game, 49ers 38 minutes 40 seconds to 21 minutes 20 seconds by the Jets, which I think was the lowest ever by an Aaron Rodgers started game or something. I heard that stat. And number 2 was Brock Purdy silences the doubters.
Really? You really think he had that good of a game? Yes,
he did.
No, he managed that game.
No, he had a great game. They were phenomenal on.
Come on.
He was phenomenal on third down.
He got saved by the refs a lot.
See, the Bills fans.
I agree with that.
The Bills fans always bring up the refs. It doesn't matter whose team it is. That's the first thing they run to is the freaking refs. That's all they talk about.
The refs are in shambles. That should be the number 1 shambles meter, the refs.
Well, that's true, too. The refs are in shambles. I'll tell you that right now. But anyways, the Niners win 32-19. And it was easily the most.
Number 1 headline, CMC now trade bait.
People are trading him left and right in fantasy football, I can tell you that. The Cowboys were not the clear elite team.
The Browns.
Exactly. Thank you. The Browns.
Oh, they have the best roster in the NFL.
If you can't sit here and tell me that the Browns defense was supposed to be elite and then turn around and say the Jets defense was not, because they had just as much hype. Ask anybody in fantasy football who they drafted. They wanted the Jets defense. I don't even know.
Me, I played the Vikings defense. Shout out, Dallon.
Good call. Okay, yeah, I do. Okay. And number 1, this is awesome. I don't really know what other headlines there were in football other than Kenneth Walker was hurt, Joe Burrow might be hurt, all that other stuff. But number 1.
Couldn't even squeeze his water bottle.
Nope, couldn't even lift his water bottle. Number 1 on the list, the headlines. Northern Illinois has a boneyard. And this is incredible. You guys ready? Whoops. Look at that.
Love it.
They've got bones on the wall hanging by chains in front of a license plate looking plaque that has every group or every Power 5 conference team they've beaten. And the latest add to the list, Notre Dame, somewhere. I don't even know where it's at, but it's up there. So that's the number one headline. They have a boneyard hanging up in their facility. It's incredible.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something for our boy Edge here, because if he could, he would call in. Clemson does this for ranked teams that they beat, except they actually do tombstones. They take a piece of grass from the stadium of the team they beat, and then they bury it with a tombstone and write the score.
Well, what's cooler, the boneyard or the tombstone?
I mean, tombstones.
No,
it's one of the greatest movies of all time. Tombstone.
I mean, Tombstone, yes, the movie, but
so therefore it correlates.
I like Boneyard. Tex, where do you fall on Tombstone versus Boneyard?
I'm going with Boneyard.
Thank you. That's a two for there.
This is also like non-ranked teams.
Yeah, but it's Northern. Oh my gosh, dude!
You guys hear the? I got some coyotes going on behind me.
No, I don't hear the coyotes.
Is it coyotes or crickets?
You got a blind there? You got a blind that you can just?
I'm in the blind.
You might hear a couple of cacaos in the background. Like, actually, you can't. You're in a residential area. All right. Anyways, okay. NIU Boneyard. That was the headlines. Any other pieces of news that we missed other than Joe Burrow? I don't think so. We've got the Thursday night stuff coming up, but the show.
I thought the AFC North was supposed to be the best division in football. They only had one team win.
Yeah. Guess who's leading the division?
The Steelers. Never had a losing record.
Hey, I just need him to get to 9 wins.
Let's do it.
Good right now.
Yes.
Justin Fields, week 2, baby.
Oh, that's all we need for the Monday Night Football recap. You knew I was going to come on here and be insufferable, and you thought that I did not allude to these guys that I had anything planned, but I stole the headline graphic, and then I stole the shambles meter and accidentally entered it into this show instead of Sunday because I couldn't resist. So, anyways.
We also, shame on us. How dare you on us for not giving, is it Boswell? Not Boswell. The kicker for the Steelers?
Oh, yeah.
Boswell.
We didn't give him his flowers because he went 5 for 5 in the game with like 3 50-yarders. The punter got hurt, so he had to punt too.
He blew his knee out, Johnston.
Yeah, I don't know how a punter blows his knee out. But, shout out Boswell.
Then you also want to give some flowers to the 49ers kicker who is 6 for 6. Would you care to do that now?
Well, I will give him his flowers because of how bad he was last year.
Facts. But he totally redeemed himself.
He doinked one in.
He totally redeemed himself in the Super Bowl. He made 2 50-yarders in the Super Bowl.
Does it make you nervous that your kicker leads the team in points?
He was 6 for 6. You got fact checked live.
So he's better than Moody because he kicked longer field goals.
Well, they're both.
He wins the tiebreaker.
Depends on what you want. Do you want the long ball or do you want? I mean, it's hard to argue.
Grip it and rip it, baby.
Hard to argue. Okay. Tex, are you frozen or focused? He's frozen.
I'm frozen. I'm frozen on there.
He's frozen. He's
frozen,
Elsa right now.
Not forgotten.
Elsa Tex, come on the show. All right. We got Thursday night game to look at. We've got the football weekend hot takes. Anything from college football or NFL we want to discuss. Goat Rack, Bargain Bin, DFS, and bets. We put together another little not bad last week, 7-4. College football playoff reveal. We each put together a bracket or ranking. We love graphics around here. Then we've got some games, just a little graphic to show the games this week. So, and then Inter-Squad Dad Kings Jamboree. In your faces, I won the showdown last night, and that was a foregone conclusion because I know my team better than you guys know your team. So that's a fact. So let's get into it. We got Thursday night football. Football, yay, yay. Hit it.
Football, yay, yay.
We do all of our stuff in-house, baby. Graphics, audio, songs, all of it, dude. Okay. Before we do that, the dad joke. I went to a party over the weekend, and you can only wear shorts. It was quite a shindig. Because everybody has their shins exposed. Get it?
Oh, no.
Oh. All right, here we go. Thursday night football, ladies and gentlemen. Thursday night football. Two teams that are limping into Thursday night football, shall we say? Correct? Limping.
No, not at all.
Escaping the Jags was the Dolphins. Barely escaping the Cardinals was the Bills. We have Raheem Mostert. The Racine engine is out. Devon Achane maybe not going to play. So the Bills getting a gift right out of the gate. Of course, how are they going to blame the refs on this one? Oh, the refs kept the games out. We got
Achane's playing.
We got the number 7 defense versus the number 23 defense. Care to guess which one's which?
What?
The number 7 defense versus number 23 defense points per game.
No, you can't do it
Yes,
and then slide in the points per game.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
That's how you
decide
who wins the game. Is how many points they score. They don't add up the total yards and be like, well, this team was better.
Hey.
It's not how it works. Ask Notre Dame.
I'll tell you how they I'll tell you how they decide who wins the MVP. They add up all the second place votes, and whoever has the most wins the MVP.
That's true. No, in that case, Dak would have won, right? We've got the number 1 passing yards quarterback versus the number 10 passing yards quarterback. Care to guess who is who?
2 touchdowns.
Look, these are statistics that I have looked up.
I'm about to take you on a ride. A statistical journey.
I'm just telling you. Tua leads the league in passing yards. Josh Allen's number 10. That's a fact.
And Tua led it last year too. And where did that get him? First round loss.
I'm just saying. So the Buffalo Bills. This is gonna be an awesome game, dude. This is gonna be an awesome game. I think Buffalo Bills. 2.5 point.
I think it's supposed to rain.
Oh, is it? Who's that favor? Who's more physical?
Who do you think's more physical?
Neither
Whose coach wrestled?
That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. Josh Allen is definitely the more physical quarterback. James Cook.
Miami has cops that wrestle, but I don't know if their players do.
Nice. Dude, this is a Ray Davis game.
I told you last week. Usually I'm a week early.
That's true. So Bills 2.5 point dogs on the road, over under 49. That's the last I looked. It may have changed. I have no idea. Patriot or Buku. If you know the current lines, please help us out. But that's where it stands. AFC East divisional game right out of the gate. This is basically to be in the driver's seat for the division moving forward.
Is this the Dolphins Super Bowl?
Can't be, because they're both in the AFC. Is it their AFC championship game? Maybe.
I think it is.
So we've laid out the framework. Now we have the hot takes, and we're going to talk about this game. And we're going to do our let's go through. J-Vi, since it is the Bills, your team, you have the floor. Go ahead.
Hop on, boys. We'll take you for a ride.
Saddle up.
In the last 2 seasons, I'll give you for Mike McDaniel, Tua together. These two offensive gurus. In the last 2 seasons, the Bills have outgained the Dolphins in head-to-head matchups by 935 yards. That's 187 yards per game. That's the widest amount of any of the 48 divisional matchups in that time span.
Okay. That's a good stat.
5 of Josh Allen's Player of the Week awards have come after him playing the Dolphins. He's thrown 2 touchdowns in 13 straight games against the Dolphins. That's the longest streak by a quarterback against any single opponent in NFL history. This is the first of 3 in a row primetime games for the Bills. Everybody eats for the Bills. 10 receivers with targets last week. Mac Hollins is a better version of Gabe Davis. Josh Allen is the Miami Dolphins' daddy. Call him daddy.
Call him daddy. That was very well done. A lot of good stats there. And isn't he 11-2 versus the Dolphins?
Yes.
That has got to sting if you're a Dolphins fan. Did they even have anybody at the game last week? I remember watching the game and I was like, there's nobody stands
in Miami.
The
only thing, honestly,
here you go, dude.
I'm honest. I say both ends of the story. The only thing that's different about this game is that Jordan Poyer and Saran Neal play for the Dolphins now. So it'd be interesting to see what type of tips and hints and tricks, advice they gave McDaniel and Tua to be able to read Sean McDermott's defense and know what the guys are doing based off of lining up, coverages, things like that.
Yeah,
but I don't know how much that goes into it with a short week either.
But the thing is, like, you can do all that, and at the end of that statement that Jordan Poyer might say to Mike McDaniels is, it's still Josh Allen, and he will hurdle somebody from the 5-yard line.
I'm not worried about I'm not worried about their defense against the Bills' offense. It's because Jordan Poyer was in Sean McDermott's defense for 7 years. He knows that defense like the back of his hand. So if he goes to Tua or McDaniel's like, hey, if they're like this and they roll over like this, that means they're in this coverage. Yeah. Look for this.
Is Tua gonna the Dolphins offense last week was really weird though. They basically threw like screens like to the boundary the entire game. It was really odd. It was
maybe they weren't trying to show anything for the Bills. They knew they were going to play the Bills next.
So you saying they were disrespecting the Jaguars?
I think that they were.
And think about this too. So Tyreek Hill got arrested last week and had a good game. Very similar to Scotty Scheffler getting arrested and then shooting 66.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody remember what Scotty shot the next day when he was paired with Mark Hubbard?
Oh, you don't want to mess with. I gotta.
He went over. I think he shot above par
in the face of the American.
So when the adrenaline's not running anymore, and you're worn down from all the stuff, I mean, that's all anybody in Miami's talking about is that. They're not talking about the Bills.
He's on a media tour as well.
Exactly.
That dude's campaigning around the country. So, okay. Tex, would you care to read off your hot take?
Are the Bills afraid to win the first half? They haven't done it all year.
Yeah. Answer the question.
Well, as Tex, as you know, your mom's been a Bills fan your whole life. This is the Bills' MO.
Is this the Bills' Super Bowl?
This is the Bills' MO, is playing from behind. I mean, they have the greatest comeback in playoff history. This is what they do.
So you're saying it's a playoff game?
No, I'm saying that this is what they do. They're born to come from behind.
Okay. All right. That's a great question, Tex. They were losing. They were losing badly last week. So were the Dolphins, though.
I mean, it's plus 120 right now for them to win the first half. I might take that.
So you're putting this is all on J-Vi. J-Vi said that they're okay, that they're going to win the first half. Is that what you're saying?
I'm okay if the Dolphins win the first half. Yeah.
Wow,
they typically are leading.
That's loser mentality right there.
They're typically leading at halftime. Dolphins
that's
are
loser mentality. Patriots says the line is still 2.5 and the over under is 48.5. So that's dropped. And he says fish by double digits. Blues here.
Blue.
So, okay, here's mine. Which quarterback's left hand will impact the game more. We know for a fact that Josh Allen is all about looking like a creative player on Madden before the games are kicked off with his red helmets and his black helmets and his visors. And I saw that he had a glove on his left hand, nod to Michael Jackson, I think, maybe. And it just so happens that Tua is also left-handed. Will the left hand of Josh Allen be steady enough to run and put the team on his back because they have no other playmakers? Can he do that?
Dude, everybody eats, dude. We had 10 targets to.
You're playing the Cardinals, who are the second worst defense in the league last year. They've gotten so much better.
Yeah.
What they drafted Trey Benson, a running back. Great.
They had a coach for more than 1 year.
So, which quarterback's left hand, Tex, will impact the game more? What do you think? You're a left-hander. You're left-handed.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be Tua's. I'm only saying that because
he's truly left-handed.
I'm looking at building a parlay right now, and
while he's staring us down.
Plus, Tua, you have to get the 3+ in order for it to be plus money. And Josh Allen is only plus money after 2 touchdowns. So I'm going to say Tua.
Okay, so you have it right there from our resident left-hander who knows left hands in and out because he has been left-handed his whole life, is giving us the insider info of Josh Allen not winning the left-handed battle. So that was a question I just wanted to ask. And then Butch said Buffalo 2.5. Will Ace Ventura pet Buffalo? I don't know where he is. He was all fired up before, but maybe he'll pop in later. So
I bet he's asleep on the couch.
Probably. Oh, here we go. 17-10 first half, Tex, and shout out to Jesse Pagula for a great run in tennis.
Shout out. Second place US Open.
Let's go.
She's the Bills owner's daughter.
Oh, really?
Yes. I knew you didn't know who that was.
I didn't know who that was. I was just shouting out. I would like.
She is the Bills owner's daughter. She got second in US Open.
Oh. Okay. Is she left-handed?
No. I have no idea.
Sometimes probably, right?
Yeah. Backhand. Left backhand.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow. Fact check. He writes right-handed, so he's not a pure lefty. He's not pure.
Wow.
Thoughts, Tex.
Be nasty,
Tex,
Pack.
Care to answer the question of being called out?
I can write with both hands. My right hand is just neither.
This is BS too, because I write like a left-hander who is right-handed, and everybody always asks me, why do you write like that? And I said, it's because my brother's left-handed, and I had no idea that he wrote right-handed until just now.
37 years.
37 years. Okay. Let's for reals, J-Vi. Give us what's going to happen here. Come on.
I think the Bills are going to do what they always do to the Dolphins. I think we're going to win. I think it's going to be from my understanding, it's supposed to rain most of the day or right up to the game.
Weather's not real.
And then it's going to get humid. So depending on how well conditioned we are, I mean, the Bills do a pretty good job of not getting beat deep, but 2 new safeties this year, although what people are saying is they're not that concerned about our safeties because although they were second string last year, they practiced together on the second string. So they are still used to playing with each other and communicating with each other.
That's big.
We typically don't get beat deep. So that's why in the past few games, Tyreek might catch 6-7 balls, but it's not for 280. It's for 78, 79 yards. Like he's usually a 10-yard per catch against us. So Waddle's the one that I typically, if it's like a showdown like this, Waddle's the one that I usually play because we kind of eye Tyreek. Then I'll usually play a running back and then 4 Bills.
Okay, so you heard it here first. Bills fan thinks Bills are going to win. Shocker. Tex, what do you think?
Bills are plus money. I don't like betting on the Bills games because I like to enjoy watching the game and not worrying about
I bet the Bills to win the first half. That's where I'm leaving it.
Okay, there you go. First half. If they don't, then are you going to say they lose?
If they don't win the first half, then they lose.
I just want to know the running back, Mostert's out. So Jeff Wilson.
Mostert only had 3 carries last game.
Yeah.
Jeff Wilson got a lot of play.
Jeff Wilson and the rookie, are they going to be smart enough to just do what the Cardinals did with James Conner and just cram it down your throats?
He did not cram it down our throats.
Yes, that James Conner crammed it down your throat
in the first half.
Okay.
Look at the second half.
Bills have a crap secondary. Money on the floor. Money on the floor.
That's also not true.
Who says Bills didn't show a defense? Did they first game? Dolphins D is better. It is better. No, the stats support it.
I can tell that our audience did not watch any of the game.
I watched every snap of the game. I saw it. James Conner was running wild. Hulkamania, brother. All right. I just don't think the Dolphins can beat the Bills. I think it's a Rams 49ers situation where everybody's like the Rams, and I'm like, they haven't beaten the Niners in the regular season in like 6 years. It's a mental block for McVay. You just can't do it. So, anywho, all right, what's next? Here's a look at the schedule, dude. We want to go down and
every game.
Ooh. So that's a look at the schedule. Miami, Buffalo kicks it off. Raiders, Ravens, Chargers, Panthers, Saints, Cowboys, Bucks, Lions, Colts, Packers, Browns, Jags, Niners, Vikings. Rivalry this week for me and Dylon. Revenge game for the Niners, might I add.
Revenge game for Sam Darnold.
Well, yeah, that's the second revenge game the Niners have played in a row. Saleh. Now we got Darnold. I mean, Niners are on a revenge tour. Seahawks, Patriots, Jets, Titans, Giants, Commanders, Rams, Cardinals, Broncos, Steelers, Chiefs, Bengals. I think that's going to be a blowout. And then Bears, Texans, Eagles, Falcons. A lot of bird matchups there. No, not really.
Nothing super exciting this week, except for tomorrow night.
Except for a revenge game for the Niners. So, I think the Bengals are going to get killed. I think it's going to be bad. I think it's going to be bad. So, all right, let's do our Goat Con press conference. Relevant weekly football questions. Who wants to kick it off?
I'll go first. I like going first.
Let me lead it
in. Will we see Penix this week? Kirk Cousins did not move at all. It was shotgun snap, throw. He not try to escape, which I'm probably glad he didn't try to do that after watching Aaron Rodgers try to escape.
Dude, yeah.
But a 37-year-old after Achilles did not move. Do we see Penix this week? And because they have Monday night, right, against the Birds.
It's a primetime game.
And they get after the quarterback.
And we know Kirk Cousins primetime, not the best combination. So, but that's a good question. Basically this segment is us just looking at the schedule and picking out things that are like, what would be interesting? So Penix, will we see him? I would say the last thing you want is Kirk Cousins going to quarterback on a Monday Night Football game. This is a must win for the Falcons too, by the way. They can't go 0-2. So
in that division, I think they can.
I don't know. Saints, Cowboys this weekend. Oh. My first one is, can Caleb Williams not finish last in passing yards again?
Who are they playing?
Because he was the Texans in Houston.
Sunday Night Football.
He might finish last in passing yards again. I think is there a bet, Tex? Can you bet Caleb Williams like under 200 passing yards or under 150?
Yep. Hang on. Let me see what it is. Hang on.
Because the only quarterback Caleb Williams out threw was Tyrod Taylor, who played 8 minutes of the fourth quarter. Maybe not even that many.
He didn't. He played the last drive. That was it.
Okay, so Tyrod Taylor threw for more yards, or threw for half as many yards as Caleb Williams, who played the entire game. So, and now the whole rhetoric around Caleb Williams is that, oh, he just doesn't have an offensive-minded coach.
150.
They can't develop him. I'm sorry. If you're a generational talent and you're the second coming of Mahomes, then what? Don't you just make everybody better? Josh Allen does it with a defensive coach, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So don't stand up there and tell me that we're going to start making excuses.
Caleb Williams over under 218.
You can do less than 150 is minus 1,000 right now.
Less would it be plus 1,000?
No,
minus 1,000.
Minus, because they're saying that he's definitely going to get more than 150 yards.
Yeah, they're saying that if he's
like, it's almost a guarantee that he's going to get 150 yards.
Yeah, but I want to bet the under to that.
To get plus money is 250.
I want to bet the under. Will he throw for less than 150?
The over under is 218.
Yeah, 218 and a half.
Under all day.
I wouldn't take that. I mean, it's minus money.
Tex, what's your first question? What's your question for the weekend?
How do we consider the Niners 1-0?
Simple. 32-19.
They didn't win that game.
They won that game emphatically with a backup running back and a 7th-round receiver leading the way. Brock Purdy was stoic. He has all these ads and commercials now. He got married, and he's 1-0. He's 18-4 as a starter, so in your faces. That's how they won. J-Bi, what's your second one?
Is this a season on the line game for the Bengals? Joe Burrow can't lift a water bottle. I don't know if T. Higgins is playing. He's a hamstring guy, which every year he's a hamstring guy. And Chase doesn't want to get hurt because he wants to get paid. And I didn't realize this till last week when I did my touchdown parlay. Their running back is Zach Moss.
Yes.
They got rid of Mixon, who shouldn't have gotten AFC Player of the Week. Josh Allen should have. But Mixon went off for the Texans. I think it's a season on the line for the Bengals. Do they recover if they get beat by the Chiefs?
If they get
in the, quote, toughest division in football.
Yeah, AFC North. Is it Browning time? Do they still have Jake Browning? I mean, he came in and was cooking last year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's going to be an ugly game. I think it's going to be – I think the Chiefs are going to smoke them.
They thought they were getting that game of the week, going to be a really good game. And the way the Bengals played last week, I think they're regretting putting that game there.
So let's go right into it. Who beat the Bengals last week? Will the Patriots go 2-0 and be atop the AFC East?
Who are they playing?
They play the Seahawks at home.
They could.
I'm telling you right now, dude, the Patriots can be 2-0.
Is Kenneth Walker playing?
God, he didn't practice today.
Ooh, that's a good point. I think they could be.
Could the Patriots at home?
Wasn't there over-under for wins like 4 or 5?
I think it was, yeah.
Wow.
And I think they're 6.5-point dogs again to the Seahawks at home. The Seahawks can't stop the run, buddy. And Ramondre Stevenson showed you last week. He'll run it down your throat. So, Butch P had one that said, "Is Fields Pittsburgh's dream?" And I'm assuming he means Justin Fields' Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
And then Dylon loves his Packers. I just don't get how the Steelers are leading the AFC North. That is hysterical to me. And then Dylon, here's Dylon calling in. Brock Purdy has thrown more INTs than touchdowns against the Vikings in his career. That streak will continue.
Wow.
Skull, go Vikings. That was also a very funny stat that made me laugh.
Thanks, Dylon. That was a good one.
So Vikings Niners. I had one honorable mention that I almost threw on there. If the Saints beat the Cowboys, are the Cowboys no longer NFC contenders? Tex, thoughts?
I have no thoughts on that.
Okay. All right. All right, there you go. That's the GoatCon press conference. Relevant weekly football questions. Anything else?
I think I'm okay.
Okay. All right. Now we've got our I think we're going into the DFS and betting and picks and that sort of thing.
No, are we? Are we?
Yeah. Slap at a bass, man. Way up on the tiny strings. You like that one? Way up high on the tiny strings.
Emo to rip some air guitar on that.
Okay. Let's pull up the very first one, and it just so happens to be Butch, who is not here. So this is the segment where we play a little bit of DFS, throw out some guys that we looked at, a little bit of betting action that we looked at. We were 7-4 last week, oddly enough, thanks to Texas App State money line in my Houston -2.5. So Texans for that. So
We need Buku's line too, so we can do our parlay.
That's what I'm saying. There you go. Look at that. It's in my head now. No Purdy slander. Anytime I hear someone talk about the 49ers, it just comes up now when I'm out in public. That's right, dude. No Purdy slander. I've said it enough. That now.
Never mind. I say
that. So here's Butch P's pull the covers over. He likes Alec Pierce at 4,500. I'm assuming 24.5 points.
That's what he had last week.
Okay. That's still a nice price for Alec Pierce for doing all that. And they're playing the Packers without Jordan Love.
Yeah. And Malik Willis is terrible.
Awful. Then he said Vanderbilt covers the 10.5 versus Georgia State. Georgia versus Kentucky over 45.5. That's nice. That's a nice one. Chargers cover the 6 versus the Panthers, and it goes over 39.5. That's bold. Very bold. Butch. Very bold.
I don't know about the 39.5. I think they cover for sure.
Yeah, the 39.5 with the Panthers after what they did last week was pretty abysmal.
That means you're saying the Chargers are going to at least score 32 points, 33 points.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you, Butch P. J-Vi up next.
So, ironically enough, I picked a guy on the opposite of Alec Pierce. A.D. Mitchell plays for Indianapolis at 4,000. And I did that because everybody talks about how fast the Dolphins are. But the two wide receivers with the fastest speeds of the week last week were A.D. Mitchell and Alec Pierce, both over 20 miles an hour, I think 21 miles an hour. They both ran faster than Tyreek Hill. They both ran faster than Xavier Worthy. They ran faster than anybody. A.D. Mitchell had the fastest.
He can fly, dude. Without a doubt.
He only had one catch for 2 yards last week.
He can still fly.
But he was very close to having 4 catches for over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. Richardson just missed him.
Oh, so, shocker. Richardson was inaccurate. Holy cow.
Another big stat for A.D. Mitchell. Next Gen Stats had him as the wide receiver with the biggest separation gap of any receiver for week one. So not only is he fast, he gets open. I think the Packers D will be on the field a lot because Malik Willis is terrible. So that'll give him and Richardson a lot of time to work out the kinks. I think he'll be a good play for 4K. Get you another guy in there like Jefferson with Bradford.
Bradford? Whoa.
Donald throw it to
Turn back the time, dude. Shout out Garrett Wilson with the sleeves. Dude, counterpoint on that. Anthony Richardson is the quarterback, and he's super inaccurate.
But if he just throws it up like he did to Alec Pierce, maybe
Yes.
Mitchell can get one. Anyway, that's a low price guy that you could look at if you need somebody that you can play higher. You can't play Josh Allen. He's playing on Thursday. But anyway,
Brock Purdy.
moving on to my bets.
Brock Purdy.
Arizona, for some reason, with 20 returning starters and being a ranked team.
And an electric factory at quarterback and wide receiver.
Yes, is plus 7.5 versus Kansas State, who almost got beat by Tulane last week. I know those are really good odds at minus 115. I'm taking Arizona plus 7.5. The other one that was a big shocker to me, Rams versus Cardinals. After watching the Rams take the Lions, who everybody thinks is going to the Super Bowl in the NFC, to overtime, and the Cardinals, who absolutely got destroyed by the Bills. The only reason it was even close because of a kickoff return. The Bills would have won by 13. The Rams is plus money line against the Cardinals. So I'm taking that all day long.
The Rams just have so many injuries. That was the problem. They lost like 2 or 3 of their offensive linemen. Well, against the Cardinals, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Who's the Cardinals don't have a defensive line. They lost all their defensive rushers.
True.
Matt Stafford, you still got Cooper Kupp, who apparently ran for just in motion, ran for 495 yards according to Next Gen Stats.
In motion?
Yeah, like just his motion throughout the whole game was like over 400 yards of running.
Oh my gosh.
And he had 100 yards receiving.
That's a good stat. That's a quarter mile, dude.
Yeah.
It's a quarter mile. Whoa. I like those. I like the Arizona one. That game's going to be fun. Ooh, okay. Here we go. I'm up. If you're looking for a little bit of DraftKings DFS play, you're going to want to look at running back J.K. Dobbins because he went off last week. He's way more involved than I thought he would be. And Jim Harbaugh apparently likes him. 5,400 taking on the Panthers, who stink at everything. So there you go. Plug him in. Chargers at the Panthers. And you're also, if you want to play a wide receiver, I don't know why I love Wan'Dale Robinson, but they're playing the Commanders, and the Commanders suck on defense, i.e., see the Bucks. See the Bucks.
Throwing him the ball?
Daniel Jones. Oh, you don't think I'm going to run a Wan'Dale stack with Daniel Jones? You are out of your mind, buddy. Out of your mind. I am going back to the well of Daniel Jones.
This is why we laugh at you when you go on your Niners rants, because you then go do something like this.
Dude, the Commanders' defense stinks. It stinks.
The Giants' offense stinks.
This is the perfect time to play Danny Dimes. You have to believe. You got to believe.
No.
Come on. Give me one of those Danny Dimes jerseys, dude.
Look at what the Vikings did to him. The Vikings are terrible.
Well, I'm just the Commanders' defense is so bad, you can't not take advantage of that. The Bucks ran wild over them.
The Bucks are good, though.
I'm just saying. We'll revisit this, and I cannot wait to throw my Danny Dimes stack up in your face.
I can't wait for Danny Dimes to get benched, and I get to laugh at you.
Okay, my first bet is New Orleans and Dallas over 45.5. Oh,
I like that.
I think that's just the Dallas might score 30 or 40 by themselves.
Wrong.
What?
Wrong.
What do you mean?
You don't think Dallas is going to go over 45?
It's gonna be like 28-10, dude.
No chance. No chance. It goes over. The strength of Derek Carr is throwing it up to Rashid Shaheed.
I was going to say Shaheed.
The Shaheed, insert Shaq gif.
Taysom Hill game.
I'm just saying.
I'm so confident in that it's 47 now.
See? That's when I looked last night. It was 45.5. I knew it was fishy. Damn it. I should have locked it in. Why didn't I lock it in then? Or did I? I'll have to look. I don't remember. But anyways, 45.5, but now it's up to 47. So never mind. Let the picture show that I was on the record. And I'm taking Wisconsin plus 16 at Alabama, or hosting Alabama.
Yeah, Camp Randall.
Alabama, dude, come on. Nope. Their offense does not look good. They were in a dogfight with USF last week. Give me the Badgers.
At home.
At home. They're
Saving
2-0,
game.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you're
This is
talking
a
about
night game.
I don't know. I have another.
Camp Randall's not great at noon kickoffs. Students aren't in there in time.
Okay. So those are my three. Dylon, we're going to give you tight end, DFS, Colby Parkinson, 3,100. Who's he play for? The Rams. I think he's the Rams. Then we're going to go down to Jacksonville and get you Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver, 4,800, to pair with my bet of Trevor Lawrence throwing over 237.5 passing yards against the Browns. Dylon Skull.
Where it is,
Thank
Trevor Lawrence got a haircut.
What? What kind of haircut?
I don't know. He posted something new is coming.
Whoa.
So everybody's speculating he got a haircut.
Maybe he got one of those
okay?
undercuts.
Like a Travis Kelce.
Oh, my gosh. Uncle Rico special.
Or did he get a perm?
Looking like the guy at the Christmas party who just wants to walk around and pick up all the presents and light all the candles. Weirdo.
See how awkward it was in their suite at the U.S. Open?
Dude.
Nothing like two guys that are boys and really good friends and their girlfriends hate each other. I mean, you could just see it too. You could feel the tension between those two. I mean, that's why Florida Georgia line broke up.
Oh, that's true. Shout out. Speaking of hair, they switched hair. The one guy had long hair, and now the other guy has long hair.
Yeah.
Good call.
Wait, they broke up?
Yeah, dude. Tyler Hubbard on his own now. It's not the same. Although the other guy never even sang. I don't remember him ever singing.
He did.
So
Tyler Hubbard's still putting out hits.
Tex, you're up. Take the people through it.
So I'm feeling the Dak Brandon Cooks stack. This is one of my sweet takes from last year. My sneaky bangers. So I'm going back to the well with that one. I'm taking Colorado. I'm taking. Yeah, I am. I mean, I don't like that. But I mean, the Cowboys are going to score all the points for sure.
I know.
I'm not. It's going to be these two guys getting a lot of it. Colorado State money line. I just feel like Colorado.
Oh,
they took them double overtime last year.
Oh yeah, that's where Travis Hunter got just impaled on the sideline.
Yep. And I think they're coming back for revenge.
Oh, revenge game.
The Buffaloes are in shambles for sure.
We need to put them on the meter.
They got their quarterback leaving. 2 minutes left in the game, saying bad things about his offensive line.
Did you see?
They're not together as a team.
If he scores a touchdown, Dion's not letting the band play the fight song. He's making the stadium play his son's rap song. I'm not making that up either.
Dude, has anybody ever? I mean, so much. You have to respect that they just keep thinking that the swagger is still there.
At this point, I feel bad for Travis Hunter.
Yep.
True.
And then I got Boston College to cover the spread.
Who they got?
Missouri.
Oh, that's going to be a fun one.
I don't know about that one.
It's going to be. Missouri has not played anyone.
Hey, DJ Smith, though. It's our boy.
Ooh, shout out.
Who's Missouri played? Who's Missouri played?
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody.
They played Buffalo and Murray State.
Can Missouri beat Buffalo?
I'm just saying the 16.5 spread is crazy.
I agree.
For this game.
Boston College is gritty. gritty. They took Florida State's.
Don't they have who's their coach? Brian, the NFL guy?
Urlacher?
Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien.
Oh, B.O.B.?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's go. You see some nice guys in the shootings. Whatever it is. Patriot says Dallas kicker scores 15 on his own. Well, that's not as many as the 49ers kicker because he scored 18 on his own. In your face, Patriot. How about that? You weren't expecting that one, were you? Okay. So there they are. We'll revisit those on Sunday. All right. Now it's time to hang the banners. Everybody piling in here. Let's hang them.
You did it! Congratulations!
Hang the banners. A week worth of whatever, and we just pick out something that we want to highlight as far as it goes in the sports world. Who cares to go first? I have two. I'm just going to go ahead and let you. I'm just going to go ahead and
go ahead and get them off your chest then.
You want me to go?
Yeah,
I have two as well.
Okay. J-Bi has two as well. I would like to hang the banner for our very own, our friend of the show, Mark Hubbard, for being easily the most likable person on golf's PGA Tour, because he apparently forgot to sign up for the golf tournament this weekend and submitted his application late and tried to get in, and they said, no, sorry, there's nothing we can do. So he went out and signed up for the Monday qualifier and shot a 65 and got into the tournament that way.
I hope he wins it.
Dude, what a legend, dude. What a legend. Club Hubs for life. Club Hubs for absolute life. And then my second one was Roberto Luongo. Did you guys see this?
No.
Roberto Luongo, ex-goalie for the Canucks and the Panthers, found an ad on Facebook for a beer league goalie needed and showed up to help beat the 5-time defending champions. So Roberto Luongo walks into the locker room. There's a video of it. And then he goes out there and probably pitches a shutout. So there you go.
Love that.
Hang the banner to Hubs, especially. Legend. Who's next?
I'll go. I'm going to hang the banner because I don't know if there is a podcast out there that loves the Pac-2 like we love the Pac-2.
Facts.
And the Pac-2 right now is the only conference in America, that the whole conference is undefeated still. Hang the banner for the Pac-2.
That's right. Hang it.
That is my first one. My second one, I don't know if it's just a beware, or also maybe hang the banner for the reporter Jeff Darlington. But I'm gonna hang the banner for Jeff Darlington for, I guess, always being, I don't know if you want to say in the right spot at the right time. Maybe he's in the wrong spot at the right time. But if you're a top athlete at an event and Jeff Darlington is covering that event, you better stay woke because you might get arrested and he will be there to report on it.
Yes.
And shine light on whatever's going on, because he was there he's the guy that broke the story for Scotty, and he was there reporting on Tyreek. So if you're a top athlete at an event that Jeff Darlington is covering, please beware. But hang the banner for Darlington for always being there.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him.
He's actually a funny dude too.
Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we did a thing with him and Marty. It was hilarious.
Okay, good for him. Tex, would you care to hang a banner?
I'm going to hang the banner for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Ooh, why?
They are no longer going to be as competitive as they were because they have lost Steven Stamkos to the Predators.
That's like in honor of the Tampa Bay, in remembrance of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
In remembrance.
Yeah, a remembrance banner.
Great run. But you can't do without Stammer.
That's the first time I think we've hung an in remembrance banner. That's it. That's monumental, folks. Where did he go? To Nashville? I think he went to Nashville. Yeah. Okay. Good one there. All right. Let's put this up quickly because we have. Oh wait, no. Let's do this first. This is your college football. Plan your Saturday. Top 10 games of Week 3. Here you go. Breaking news. Arizona, Kansas State, Boston College, Mizzou.
That's on Friday.
What, Arizona and Kansas State?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Got the Apple Cup. We got Memphis, who's 2-0, taking on Florida State. We got Texas A&M, Florida. I don't know why that's on there. LSU taking on South Carolina. College game days there. Bama and Wisconsin. West Virginia Pitt, the backyard brawl. We got the Civil War. I don't know if they even call it that. And then this one right here, Texas State hosts Arizona State, who is ranked. So Sunbelt about to put a check on it. And then honorable mention, obviously, App State takes on ECU down here in Greenville.
Arizona State is an underdog in that game.
People like Texas State now.
Yeah, they got that quarterback from JMU.
Yeah, I know. We hate Texas State, scumbags. So shout out CFB Report for this graphic. Hang the banner for AK's birthday. Thank you. Yes, it's a birthday week. We will be celebrating. My son asked me that. He goes, "Is it still your birthday?" I said, "Yes, all week, baby.
All
week.
month.
All month.
We'll bring it up 100 times. Now, college football playoff graphics. I have no idea whose is first, so be prepared. I forgot to put our faces on them. I'll have to go back to the drawing board to do that. But here's the first revealing of somebody's college football playoff. And that looks like I think we know whose that is.
In the first ever unanimous selection for 1 and 2, we've got Texas.
Both seeds.
And Texas.
So this is the orange team and the white team.
Spring game. Spring game.
That's the spring game. Give them both spots. Might as well. Then you got Utah at number 3. Arizona at 4. USC at 6. Louisville at 6. Iowa State, Boston College, Nebraska, Oregon, Miami, Northern Illinois.
Wow.
There's only one SEC team in there, and it's the spring game team from Texas.
Hey, there's two. There's two.
SEC two SEC. There you go.
Go and give them both top spots.
Just means more, dude. It means more.
Double buy. It means the most.
It's just different down here.
It's just different.
I don't know that I'd change much about this, honestly. I like it. It's a nice graphic we made, isn't it? Look at that. Okay. So Tex, there you go. I wish we had our faces right here. I'm really mad at myself. I didn't put those on there. I digress. Who's next?
You tell us.
I don't know. I can't get it to move.
Okay. Did you not put them on there?
I thought I did. Hold on. Let me take it.
It's okay. That's the only one we need.
Hold on. Let me get it.
There's not a face on it because that is ours collectively.
It's ours. Yep. It's the collective group.
Hold on.
Top 12.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure I put them all on there, so I don't know. And now I can't get out of the screen.
Oh, no.
So I'm not sure what happened there. Well, I guess that's the end of the college football playoff things.
Do you want me to read mine?
Yeah, you can read yours as I try to figure this out. Go ahead.
Go for it.
So I put.
I'll find his. Don't worry about it.
I put Georgia at number 1. Oregon at number 2. Clemson at number 3 because I think they'll win the ACC still, even though they got mollywopped by Georgia.
I
think Iowa State is going to win the Big 12, so have them at 4. And this is where I think a lot of people are confused, us included. If you have a 5th automatic qualifier, like a position that automatically gets in, you can't put that position at 12. They're automatically getting in. They should be number 5. So I'm putting the G5 team there at number 5. I'm picking Boise State to be that team. Texas at 6. Ohio State 7. I'm with Tex on Arizona. Like Arizona at 8. Miami at 9. Ole Miss 10. Missouri 2 or 11. And Nebraska with Patty Mahomes' doppelganger at number 12.
Doppelganger?
What is it called?
Doppelganger.
It's a good.
Oh,
You had the G flipped upside down, dog.
well, he's a doppelganger.
Oh, there it is. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Never mind. I blew it. Hold on. I'll put it up there so everybody can see it. Everybody just talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Bask in the glory of mine.
There it is. There it is.
G5 team at number 5 hosting Nebraska. Boise State, Nebraska.
Love that. You got Boise State up there, huh?
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome if that's really how it was.
I think, though,
Boise State
there would be
hosting.
an issue, too, because the Idaho Bowl is like a day before or day after the first playoff game, like weekend. So if that was the case, a lot of football in Boise that weekend.
True.
Good luck finding a hotel.
Yeah, in Boise.
Good to stay in Wyoming.
Okay, now I have mine here. Now I'm going to pull that up. So here we go. So I can give you mine. Do what?
Conveniently.
Well, I was about to say, AK would find his for sure.
Well, I figured it out now. I thought I had them all on there. I guess I guess I didn't. Okay. Just to show everybody that I'm not what?
You're an idiot.
What?
The top 4 have to be from a different conference.
Oh. Whoops. I was just ranking them. That's all.
This isn't the AP poll.
I was just ranking them. I need a different colored box, so I know that next time. Georgia, USC, Oklahoma State, Texas, Tennessee, Miami, Northern Illinois, Arizona, Alabama, Ohio State, Mizzou, Memphis. I almost dropped Mizzou. What?
I was going to say, you can tell that none of us believe in Caleb Williams because we all have USC getting better this year without him.
Yeah. I think
that guy looked good. Who was that guy? Who's their quarterback?
Miller Moss.
Good. Yeah.
Miller Moss.
How mad is the Pac-12? Because their teams are actually decent this year. The teams they let go. Utah, Arizona, USC.
I needed Miami in the 4 spot, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't even think about that. The format. I know that now. How mad is the Pac-12 about what?
The Pac-12 about dissolving. USC's good, Arizona's good, Utah's good. They had 3 teams. Oregon's good. The 4 teams that could have been competing for the playoffs.
Well, yeah, that's why they got rid of it. Because then they could be like, oh, now they're all in the Big Ten. The Big Ten's the best conference. That's what they wanted the whole time. So, anyways, this is mine. I dropped Ole Miss out. I almost dropped Mizzou out because they played literally nobody. I'm not going to sit there and the AP poll has them in like 5 and 6. I'm like, no, they played Buffalo and Murray State. I'm sorry. That tells me nothing. Like,
look, we all know I'm going to argue for the SEC, but I do think that right now, the way the rankings are, it's like they're ranked too high to drop out of to past the 13 spot.
Well, and then they rank. Who was it that they ranked?
They can't play each other enough to lose enough games to drop out.
Right. So they rank them all the way up there so that they, if they lose a game or two, they're only at like 10 or 15 somewhere in there. Like we all know, like that's where I get the problem with the SEC and all this nonsense is that it's so obvious what they do. Like who'd they rank this week? Was it Boston College? Whoever they were playing. Who's Boston College playing?
Georgia Tech.
Missouri. So they rank Boston College, and then Mizzou, if they beat them, they'll be like, see, ranked opponent, and then they'll dunk all over the ACC and have to tell us how terrible they are. So, anyways, we all know that. Patriot says Kansas State wins big. Iowa State didn't just get beat; they just beat Iowa.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. And yes, number 4, dude. Get him out of here. They ain't played nobody, Paul. Michigan stinks. We all see that. Blues out of here. Have a
Where's
great night.
Buku's bet?
Yeah, where's Buku when we need him for the bet? Anyways, I think that's everything, boys, right?
Yeah.
We got through everything. Not bad. Inter-Squad DraftKings Jamboree so far. This is our DraftKings contest. We play with each other. We play against each other. I have one, J-Vi has 2, Butch P has 2 in the beginning of football season. So we got another chance tomorrow night. See if Tex can get on the board. Dylon can get on the board. If not, looks like we're going to have a 3-way tie at the top. Just go ahead and say it. All right. I think that's everything. Recommend our show to a friend, a friend's friend. We're going to be here all football season, trying to have a lot of fun. I'm going to flash up our social media thing. Let me just do that real quick where you can follow us, YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, TikTok, which apparently we're making a lot of people mad on. So there it is. Follow us there. And we're live Wednesdays and Sundays. And then the podcast comes out. If you can't stick around or if you missed a bunch, go back and listen to it. Subscribe to our podcast. Leave a review. That would be great. We appreciate it. And if you want to see anything or hear anything, tell us about it. So, all right. I think that's it. Go Niners. See everybody
Bills.
Sunday night.
Cowboys.
We love football. Yeah, it's our passion. That's why we're cashing.